We're moving the mission forward so they can move forward.
We're moving the mission forward so Native animals can move forward.
We're moving the mission forward so that this work can move forward.
But we can't move the mission forward without you.
And now, live from Keewaydin Island, it's the 2021 Magic Under the Mangroves Gala. Benefiting the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. Here is your host for the evening, Conservancy President and CEO, Rob Moher.
Picture this. It's 1964. Naples is a small, sleepy town on the edge of the Gulf of Mexico. But all of that is about to change because there are plans to build a road from Naples through Rookery Bay to Marco Island. A group of local citizens, not unlike many of you here tonight, who cared about the environment, decided that this was a terrible idea for Rookery Bay and for their quality of life. They banded together right here on Keewaydin Island, on the porch of Lester Norris's home. And they decided they would stop what they called the road to nowhere. They stopped that road. Rookery Bay was saved, and the Conservancy of Southwest Florida was founded. So welcome to the 17th annual Magic Under the Mangroves celebration. We are so excited to have all of you here virtually on Keewaydin Island with us, the birthplace of the Conservancy, and one of the truly magnificent gems that we call our home. We want to thank our friends and sponsors, particularly returning once again our presenting sponsor, Northern Trust, celebrating this year 50 years of service in Florida. Here's to Northern Trust. Thank you so much to all of our friends there. Also coming back this year is William Ravis Real Estate as our supporting sponsor. We want to thank Bill and Candy and the team at William Ravis, and thank you for being supporting sponsors of Magic. Also coming back this year are almost all of our community sponsors and media partners, including Gulf Shore Life, NBC2, the Naples Daily News, Florida Weekly, and Waterside Shops. Thanks to all of them for helping us tonight. Suffice it to say, events like this just do not happen without incredibly talented leadership. And we are so fortunate to have an amazing team of leaders who have chaired and co-chaired and led the event to tonight. The 2021 Magic Under the Mangroves chair is Katrina Lundmark-Kash. Thank you so much to Katrina. She has been ably assisted by our vice chair, Carol Walter, and the entire Magic Under the Mangroves committee. Hats off to all of you. Many of you have been to several Magics before, and you've heard me speak about the impact of your generosity on our work in protecting our environment. Tonight, I'd like to give you a little bit of a different perspective. I want you to imagine what Southwest Florida would be like if there were no Conservancy. No Conservancy working on your behalf every day to protect water, land, and wildlife. What would that look like? Imagine if red tide was hitting our shores and shorebirds were being injured. Who would take care of those if there were no wildlife hospital? What would happen if growth and development were completely unimpeded, if there was no opposing force trying to focus on rational development and protecting primary panther habitat, the Western Everglades, and our water recharge resources? What would happen if there was no nature center for our children to go to, or environmental education programs to help build an appreciation for the importance of nature? What would happen if our scientists were not out generating new knowledge and helping to solve some of the most difficult challenges, such as water quality, invasive species, protecting mangrove species, or protecting sea turtles right here on Keewaydin Island. In fact, all those teams are here. We're so grateful they are, and they're working on your behalf every single day. They are committed to the mission. They are doing the work because of their passion, but they couldn't do the work without your support. That is what allows them to do the work that they do every day. And that is what tonight is all about. We are so blessed to live in Southwest Florida, and with your help tonight, we will continue to protect beautiful, majestic places like Keewaydin Island from the uncertain forces of development and the pressures of water quality. We want to keep our pristine environment beautiful. I know that you'll be very generous tonight, as you always have been. So thank you in advance for your support. With you, I know we will move our mission forward tonight.
I get to work for an organization that protects our natural environment here in Southwest Florida. And we have one of the most unique environments in the entire world, from coastal mangroves to cypress strands on the interior. And all of those environments are just teeming with unique and diverse wildlife.
One of the biggest impacts that we have seen at the Conservancy and just within the education department is how we're reaching new audiences. Our team has been able to shift gears this year a lot into the entirely virtual realm. We're still able to move the mission forward by doing virtual encounters with schools that we wouldn't normally be able to reach.
Through the pandemic, our biggest impact was loss of volunteers and interns. Being in Naples, the majority of our volunteers are retirees. We have hundreds of volunteers that help us, and they're incredible, and we cannot do what we do without them. And because so many of them are over 65, we had a lot of people that stayed at home to make sure that they were safe. We also had fewer interns because we hire from all over the country. And so our team had to really adapt to less help with more animals, and we really adapted to the situation.
It's important that we have the appropriate funding here with the education team, because we are providing free encounters and field trips and sometimes even tools to our local schools. So without that, we wouldn't be able to reach so many of these classes.
I started in November 15th of 2015. It was the end of the year in 2015. My whole position was based off of interactions with donors at Magic Under the Mangroves, and if it wasn't for that giving, I wouldn't actually be here doing the work 6 years later. And the snake work, why it's so important is because we are learning so much about where they come from. And it also, through the 6 years that I've been doing the study, it feels like we're doing something about it.
The Wildlife Hospital is incredibly important because we're helping to save our native wildlife, and the wildlife themselves are such an important part of our ecosystem. In Southwest Florida, we have so much wildlife, and we have to learn to coexist with them. And by getting these ones that are affected by humans back out in the wild, we're helping to keep that balance.
Southwest Florida is growing. It's one of the fastest growing places in our country. And that means there's more people, more cars, more houses, and more impacts to our natural resources. So the funding that we get helps us to continue our work. And there's a lot of work that's yet to be done.
The Conservancy saves almost 4,000 animals a year in the Wildlife Hospital. They rehab them and then release them. We don't want to be sending them back into the jaws of death. We're trying to pull as many of these snakes. It is an equation. We want to pull out as many of the snakes that we can so that the native wildlife can recover.
We want to keep these areas unique and beautiful, and we want to see that the unique and beautiful wildlife that we have here in Southwest Florida is still around for future generations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Rachel Pierce.
And I'm Scott Robertson, and we're here live in the historic lodge on Keewaydin Island.
And the video that we all just watched, that's why we are here tonight. moving the mission forward. You see the love that the staff has for saving the animals, the land, and the water, and teaching the next generation about the uniqueness and the beauty and the flora and the fauna that's only found here in our own backyards.
And tonight we have the opportunity to join together to fund the unprecedented work of the Conservancy. So just like we do in person, we're going to start at a high number and work our way down. And all we can ask is that you give at a level that's meaningful to you. So tonight, I'm excited to say that we know we have someone who's willing to donate $100,000, which is fantastic, Rachel. But I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask if there weren't some folks out there who might like to join in and donate more than $100,000. All you have to do is click the Any Amount button, type in your gift, and we'll recognize it as soon as it comes in. So who will join us tonight and make a substantial gift at more than $100,000? At more than 100. At more than 100. We see we have other gifts coming in, and we so appreciate you. Anyone at more than 100 tonight? At more than 100. Well, just realize you can give any amount at any time. And if you're feeling motivated later, we'll certainly be appreciative. So let's start off at the $100,000 level. Who will join us tonight at $100,000? At 100. Oh my goodness. Doug Schumann. Doug Schumann, you son of a gun. Oh my goodness, he's the greatest guy ever. He and his lovely wife. They're the greatest people ever. And Doug Schumann just donated, because I've got goosebumps.
I do too.
$250,000. That's $250,000. How about some applause for that one? Wow. Who will match Doug Schumann tonight at $250 or any amount? At any amount. Anyone? Everyone? Well, let's go to $100,000. Wow, Doug, you've blown me away. Let's go to the $100,000 level, and please realize you can donate any amount that you wish. Any amount that you wish. Who will join us at the $100,000 level? At $100,000. At 100. At 100. I know we have someone. They're just not responding. Just click that 100,000, hit confirm, and you're there. Anyone else at 100? At 100,000, at 100. Now, Rachel, tell me what will $100,000 do for the Conservancy?
You know, we're showing you on the screen just examples of how the Conservancy uses your dollars that you donate. And, you know, we were taking the boat ride here to this beautiful location, and we saw those brown pelicans, you know, just floating in the air. And they had a record number that they had to treat this year for various reasons. And so your dollars helps with that at the animal hospital.
Yeah. And most of the reasons were, I'm afraid to say, were man-made, right? They just don't know, and that's why we need the Conservancy so much. Who will join us at 100? Well, I tell you what, let's roll right into 50,000. And again, we're not playing hard to get. If your lucky number is, say, 73,152, we'll take it. We'll take it. So who will join us tonight at the $50,000 level? At $50,000. At $50,000, the folks of the Conservancy, supporters of the Conservancy, are always so generous. Like Katrina Lundmark is at $50,000. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Who else would join us at the $50,000 or any $100,000, whatever you wish? Who would join us at the $50,000? Paul Demkovich. Thank you, Paul, for $50,000. Outstanding. Absolutely outstanding. Who else will join us at the $50,000 level and match Katrina and Paul? Who else will join us at $50,000? At $50,000. At $50,000. At $50,000. At $50,000. And again, you can contribute at any time. But let's roll on to the $25,000 level. Who will join us tonight at $25,000? At $25,000, all you have to do, click the button 25, hit confirm, and just like Jane Fitzgerald just did, yes, John Walter just donated $25,000. Thank you so much. Who else will join us at the $25,000 level? At $25,000. At $25,000, many hands make light work, and if we all join together, we can make this an impressive number that I guarantee you that Rob and his crew at the Conservancy will put your investment to work tomorrow. This won't be sitting on a shelf. They have plans and they know how to utilize your money to its fullest extent. Who else will join us at 25? At 25, well, let's move on to 15. At the $15,000 level, and again a reminder, you can donate any amount at any time. Who will join us tonight at $15,000? At $15,000. At $15,000, just hit 15,000, hit confirm. David and Vicki Smith are in at $15,000. Thank you so much. Victor Gervala, I think so. Victor, if I mispronounce your name, I apologize. But you're in for $15,000, yes, yes. Who else will join us at $15,000? Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going. Here we go, $15,000. At $15,000, Rachel, what's something we might be able to do with 15?
You know, we've been showing examples, and I love the last one about Kathy Worley, because the research that she's doing here, it can't be done anywhere else, because the animals are only here. You just go a little bit north to Tampa, they're not there, they're here. So that research is so imperative that it's done here. 25 years worth.
And she's so dedicated because she's been with the Conservancy for all that time, doing amazing work. Here we go. Who will join us at $15,000? At $15,000, at $15,000, don't hesitate, don't procrastinate. Go ahead, $15,000, hit confirm, and we guarantee your money will be going to a great home.
And the Barn Arcs Wildlife Hospital. I mean, what a fantastic place. They're leading the way when it comes to taking care of our wildlife.
Well, they truly are. And you know, we're here right now on Keewaydin, but I bet you that they're probably doing surgery right now. I mean, that place goes round the clock, and it's absolutely amazing. Well, let's move on to the $10,000 level. Who will join us tonight at $10,000? At $10,000, John Quinn is in at $10,000. Thank you. Who else will join us at $10,000? At $10,000, just click 10,000, hit confirm, you're in. Who else will join us tonight at $10,000? At $10,000. At $10,000, at $10,000. And you know, Rachel, the Conservancy does a lot with schools.
They do, and even through COVID, they've been doing virtual programs with the schools. And I don't know about you at home with your kids, your grandkids. I have 4 kids. I say something and they just, you know, it doesn't stick. The Conservancy says something with their alligators or their other animal ambassadors, and it sticks. And that's what we want. We want these future generations knowing about how to protect nature and why it's so important.
Absolutely. And you know, when you learn it when you're young, you just assume that's the way it's supposed to be done. If they're good habits or if they're bad habits. And we want good habits and good habits to take care of the environment, because to use a cliche, the children are our future. So Robert Anthony has joined us at $10,000. Thank you, Robert. Thank you so much. Who else will join us at $10,000? At $10,000, join John Quinn and Robert Anthony at $10,000. Anyone else at $10,000? At $10,000? Well, I'm thinking the sweet spot tonight is going to be at the $5,000. Oh, Darlene Doggett, hold the phone. Darlene Doggett is in for $10,000. Thank you so much, Darlene. Who else would like to join us at $10,000 before we move on? And remember, we can always go back.
Oh, yes, we will gladly go back if we need to.
Who else would join us tonight at $10,000? Well, let's go on to $5,000, but hit that any amount anytime you want. Let's go to $5,000. Who will join us tonight at $5,000? Patrick and Karen Walsh are in at $5,000. Thank you. Michael Walsh is in at $5,000. Thank you, Michael. Oh my goodness. Mark and Rebecca Walsh. It's a family tradition.
They must be egging each other on there, right?
Are in at $5,000. Fred Sasser is in at $5,000. Kim Collins is in at $5,000. Another Walsh, William Walsh, is in at $5,000. Linda Diaz is in at $5,000. Joseph and Suzanne Lanigan are in for $5,000. Yes, thank you so much. Janet Freeze is in, or is it Freezy? Is in at $5,000. Janet, we so appreciate it. Who else would join us tonight at $5,000? At $5,000. Folks, we've all spent $5,000, probably 5,000 different ways. This is an investment in the future. Your future, our future, and more importantly, our children and our grandchildren's future. So who else would join us at $5,000? At $5,000, at $5,000? Well, how about at $2,500? Who will join us tonight at $2,500? And remember, if we're not calling out your favorite number, you just put it on the screen. All donations are so appreciated. Who will join us tonight at $2,500? At $2,500. At $2,500. At $2,500. At 25. I mean, Rachel, tell us what maybe an example of 25 would be.
Well, we saw the animal ambassadors. That's one big program and a big outreach for the Conservancy. And those animal ambassadors are usually animals that were injured and they're not able to go back out into the wild. So they use them to teach others about wildlife, and that goes, your money goes a long way to helping that.
Oh my goodness, and totally educating the public, right? That don't know. They just see a bird. They don't understand. Right. So it's fantastic. Well, Rachel, I've got some pretty exciting news. Terry Edwards, thank you, is in for $10,000. Sue Schultz is in at $5,000. Ladies and gentlemen, keep it roaring. Keep it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I've got a special announcement for that one. Here we go. Who else would join us at $2,500, at $2,500, at $25,000? Well, let's go to our final level, which will be $1,000, but all donations are appreciated.
And actually, Scott, we have some breaking news here. So we actually have some exciting news about a match.
Yeah?
Yes. So the couple that you see on the screen, Barry Frank and Susan Regenstein, they want to donate that $25,000, but they want everyone to match it.
Oh, so you mean they're $25,000 if we get it. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the deal. If you'll give $1,000, Barry Frank and Susan Regenstein will match it up to a total of $25,000. Here we go. Grant McKay is in at $1,000. Ladies, even if you've given before, let's fully fund this match. JJ McCurry is in for $1,000. Who else will join us? We need 23 people at $1,000. Rick Phillips is in for $1,000. That's fantastic. Who else will join us at $1,000? And even if you've already given, give it again so that we can fund this match. Who else will join us at $1,000? Ah, here it comes.
Wow, it's coming in now.
Wow. Gary Thomas is in at $1,101. Thank you. Rochelle Schuchart is in at $1,000. John Walter is in for $1,000. Vanessa Gilvarg is in for $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, keep them coming. My friend Robin Hamilton is in for $1,500. Dorothea Sun is in for $1,000. Mimi Trena, she has doubled up and she gives $2,000. Robert I think we know him, don't we?
I think we do.
Rob Moore is in for $1,000. It's going to be matched to become $2,000. Patricia Schroeder is in for $1,500. It's going to be matched to become $3,000. Jamie Howd. Jamie Howd is in for $1,000. Thank you. Stephanie Prebish is in for $1,000. Leslie Fricon is in for $1,000. Folks, keep them coming. Keep them coming. We're going to fund this match because every dollar that you give is going to be matched, thanks to Barry and Susan, up to $25,000. My friend Nancy White. how are you? Is in for $2,500. Thank you, Nancy. Wayne Meelan, I know Wayne, is in for $1,000. He truly appreciates clean water. He's a great fisherman and a great fella. Linda Fluing, did I do that right? Fluelling?
Yeah.
Fluelling. Linda Fluelling, I'm sorry, is in for $1,000, and so is Tony Mueller, is in for $1,000. Keep them coming, keep them coming. How are we doing, Hannah? We need 4 more $1,000 bids to fully fund this match. Who will do it? Just 4 more people. Just 4 more. Just 4 more people. I want you to reach. I want you to think about it. And I want you to do just what Steve Kirtley did. Donated $1,000. We need, there we go. And Fleming, another great friend, at $1,000. Tanya Gatt is in at $500. Thank you. Patricia Fontana is in at $1,000. Who else will join us? Who else will join us? And folks, you can give it any number right now, any amount. It can be 1,000, it can be 500, whatever you want. Harmon's Audio Visual, putting our AV team here tonight, is in at $1,000. Thomas Oliveira is in at $500. Folks, any amount you wish to give will count. Any amount. It can be $500, it can be $250, it can be $250,000, right? And match
We've
Doug
seen
Schumer.
that, right?
Yes. Who else will join us tonight? Who else will join us tonight? 500, 1,000, 250, any amount you wish to give. Well, I'm happy to say I'm being signaled, Rachel, we fully funded the match tonight.
Excellent. Great job.
And realize that you can give throughout the rest of the evening. Because the supporters of Southwest Florida Conservancy never disappoint. You always rise to the occasion, and tonight is no exception. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I too, Scott, I'm blown away. You are helping the Conservancy move their mission forward, and we're going to send it out to Rob with that exciting total. Rob.
Well, folks, we just raised, just in the live fund and need, $592,000 to keep the mission moving forward. Thank you so much. And with those dollars, we're going to help restore water quality. We're going to be able to keep shaping the patterns of land development in eastern Collier County. We're going to continue to save wildlife at the Von Arx Wildlife Hospital. And we will continue to be able to educate all those students to become the future environmental leaders in Southwest Florida. So just a heartfelt thank you to your incredible generosity, to our patrons, to all of you who are participating. We deeply and sincerely appreciate every single gift. I'm now going to turn it back over to Scott and Rachel to take us through some really exciting auction packages. And remember, not only are these a fantastic collection of auction items, but every dollar you bid in the live auction goes directly to the mission of the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. Thanks again.
Rachel, so far, I mean, it's amazing. $592,000, and we can only go up from here. And realize our donation buttons are going to be active for the rest of the evening. So if you're thinking about it, we suggest you just go ahead and do it. So we're going to keep the momentum going and with our incredible live auction. So Rachel, what's our first item up for bid?
I am so excited to share with you about this first item up for auction. It is a Chicago weekend getaway for 4. Check out this video.
Chicago Weekend Getaway for 4, donated by Katrina Lundmark-Kash and Rick Cash. Supported by Chicago White Sox, Deborah and John Gross, Chicago Athletic Association Hotel, and Raynell Heydrich. Enjoy the best of what Chicago has to offer for 4 guests. Experience the 2021 Crosstown Series rivalry between the Chicago Cubs and the Chicago White Sox from 4 private box seats on August 28th and August 29th, 2021. Stay 2 nights at the Chicago Athletic Association Hotel in the heart of Chicago on Michigan Avenue, across from Millennium Park. Take in the sights and architecture of Chicago with a private Hinckley Yacht River Cruise hosted by Katrina Lundmark-Kash and Rick Cash. Your weekend is complete with a cocktail party at the home of Deborah and John Gross with a personal tour of their stunning glass collection. Deborah and Bob have one of the largest private collections in the country in their downtown Chicago home. The Windy City awaits.
Personal is the key word for this auction item because I just love all those personal touches that make it just one of a kind, unique.
Oh, without question. Without question. Ladies and gentlemen, and the way you bid, you just click on the button, the amount, click on confirm, and you are in. So let's get the bidding started on this incredible package at the low, low price. Let's start it at $5,000. At $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000. All you have to do is bid. It's just that easy. Hit the button, hit confirm, and you're going to Chicago, baby. Start us off at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000. Start me, come on, here we go. Let's get going at $5,000, at $5,000. You know you want to go. You know you're going to be supporting the Conservancy. Let's get her started right now at $5,000, at $5,000, at $5,000. Thank you, Julia. Vendalman is in at $5,000 and now $6,000, at $5,000 and now $6,000, at $5,000 and now $6,000, over $6,000, at $6,000. Folks, it won't shock you. It won't be any problem. Just push on that button and push confirm. Here we go. Julia's winning right now, and now $6,000, and now $6,000, over $6,000, at $6,000. Oh, my goodness. Chicago?
Oh, and then the private Hinckley Yacht River Cruise with that Chicago skyline. I mean, once in a lifetime.
I mean,
right.
A cocktail in your hand, cruising up the river on a Hinckley? That's pretty special.
That's a good night.
$5,000, now $6,000, at $5,000 and now $6,000, at $5,000 and now $6,000. $6,000. If you're through, I'll have to be at $6,000. Sold. $5,000. Thank you, Julia. That's an awesome package. And our next item?
Next item up for auction. Just think local for this one. It is a sunset yacht cruise Dom Perignon experience for $12,000.
Sunset Yacht Cruise Dom Perignon Experience for $12,000. Donated by John and Carol Walter and LVMH Moet Hennessy Louis Vuitton. Take a 3-hour sunset cruise with John and Carol Walter on their stunning 88-foot Marlowe yacht, Pause for Life. And enjoy a caviar and champagne tasting from Dom Perignon. Your tasting will be conducted by a Dom Perignon expert from Moet Hennessy. Discover the iconic story of Dom Pierre Perignon, a humble monk and cellar master in the 17th century who longed to produce the best wine in the world. Leave and return from Naples Yacht Club for easy parking and access to the yacht. It will be an evening you and your friends will never forget.
You're not just drinking, Dom. You're learning from the experts from the company. That's pretty amazing.
Oh, while enjoying caviar on this magnificent yacht in this beautiful, beautiful town. Ladies and gentlemen, 12 people. This is going to be such a happening, and you're going to be able to support the Conservancy. So let's get started. Who will start us off at $5,000? Terry is in. Thank you, Terry. Is in at $5,000. Now Teresa's in at $6,000. And now $7,000. And now $7,000. Here we go, Terry. It's your turn. At $7,000. At $7,000. At $7,000. Over to $7,000. At $7,000. Teresa Sullivan's in at $6,000. You need to be 7. At 6 and now 7,000. At 6 and now 7,000, over 7,000. At 7,000. Folks, there's only going to be one problem that you're going to have on this excursion. Nailing the guest list down to just 12 people. Here we go. Come on, Terry, jump back in here. At 6,000 and now 7. At 6 and now 7,000, over 7,000. At $7,000. $7,000. Going once, going twice. John Walter is in at 7,000. And now 8. And now 8,000. Teresa, I thought you had it. At 7 and now 8,000. At 7 and now 8. Oh,
a new
Paul
player
is in at 8,000. And now 9. It's starting to sound like an auction. At 8 now 9,000. At 8 now 9,000, over 9,000. At 9,000, over 9,000. At 9,000. I thought this was a $20,000 package. I really did. At 8,000 is bid, and now 9. At 8 bid. Now, Terry, John, Teresa, You're all in second place right now. You need to jump back in. We have 8,000 bid. We're looking for 9. At 8 bid 9,000. At 8 bid $9,000. Going once, going twice. Oh, I thought that would do it. Going once, going twice. Sold. $8,000. Thank you, Paul. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next auction item, 1 week in a Lake Tahoe mountain home for up to 10 people. Check out this video.
1 week in a Lake Tahoe mountain home for up to 10. Donated by Grace and John Nichols. Supported by Katrina Lundmark-Kash and Rick Cash. This spectacular private home features room for up to 10 guests in Truckee, California. Just north of Lake Tahoe, nestled in the Sierra Mountains, Truckee is a quaint mountain town with endless outdoor activities. Whether you enjoy skiing at one of the many surrounding ski resorts in the winter, mountain biking or hiking trails in the spring, or soaking up the sunshine on beautiful Donner Lake in the summer, you are sure to have a wonderful time. There are plenty of outdoor adventures in Truckee and Lake Tahoe for all ages. This package also includes 250,000 miles on your choice of either United Airlines or American Airlines.
This is such a pristine and highly desirable location. And, you know, we talk about all of our flora and fauna here. They have their own unique animals and wildlife and everything there as well.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's just nature at its best. Oh, what a beautiful place. What a beautiful stay this will be. Ladies and gentlemen, who wants to go to Lake Tahoe in Truckee, California? Here we go. Who'll start us off at $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000, at 10. Remember, 10 people, full week, a huge and beautiful home. We just need a buyer. Who will start us off at $10,000, at $10,000, over $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000, over $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000, over $10,000. Folks, we're all getting vaccinated. Travel is on the horizon. Places to stay are going to be hard to find. Here's a full week in Lake Tahoe. At $10,000, at $10,000, over $10,000, at $10,000, over $10,000, at $10,000. Well, you know what, Hannah, can we make this start? Let's give them a little breathing room. Let's start it at $5,000 and then watch it fly. Here we go. And I don't know if you've rented vacation homes lately.
Right.
Yeah. This is an awful lot of house. Here we go. Teresa Sullivan's in at $5,000 and now $7,500. At $5,000 and now $7,500 with $7,500. At $7,500. At $7,500. What's not to love here? At $7,500. We have $5,000 bid and now $7,500. At $7,500. Thank you, Philip and Kim Collins at $7,500 and now $10,000. And now $10,000. Teresa, it's your turn. At $10,000. At $10,000 over $10,000. At $10,000. At $10,000, 10 people, full week, $10,000 is all we're asking. I mean, you can do the math on that pretty simple.
Right.
At $10,000, at $10,000 over $10,000, we have $7,500. Tell you what, let's make it go for $1,000 increments here. We're at $7,500, and we're going to be asking for $8,500. $8,500, here we go, Teresa, what do you think? At $7,500 and now $8,500. At 70, you know, we're like half value on this. At 75, 85 with John Walter. Thank you, and now 95. At 85 and now 9,500. At 85 and now 9,500 with 95. Philip and Kim, you're out right now. At 9,500. At $9,500, we have 8,500 bid and now 9,500. 9,500. Going once. Philip and Kim, Teresa, whoever else. You want to go to Lake Tahoe, $9,500. Sold. Oh, wait a minute. The computer never lies.
It does not.
And I don't very often, but I think I just did. Philip and Kim Collins are in at $9,500 and now $10,500 and now $10,500. We can't fight the computer.
Nope, it was there.
It was. And now $10,500 at $10,500 at $10,500. We go $10,500. John, come on back. At $10,500. It's still way under the money. You're still going to get a great deal. And you'll still probably hate me tomorrow. But let's keep it going for right now. At $10,500, at $10,500, at $10,500 with $10,500, at $10,500. Here we go, John. At $10,500, at $10,500. Going once, going twice, third and final. I'm waiting for you, John. Sold. $9,500. Thank you to Philip and Kim Collins. You're going to have a fabulous time.
Absolutely. Well, our next package is very exciting. It's all about an unforgettable trip with the most amazing keepsake to go with it. You have to see this.
Ballon Bleu de Cartier Ladies Watch and Miami Cartier Experience for Two. Donated by Provident Jewelry. Supported by Cartier, Katrina Lundmark-Kash, and Rick Kash. Provident Jewelry welcomes you and a guest to an incredible Cartier experience. Take home a stunning Ballon Bleu de Cartier Ladies Watch from Provident Jewelry, located on 5th Avenue South in the heart of Naples. This brilliant watch features 28 millimeters and quartz movement with a steel bezel carefully set with 42 diamonds totaling 0.52 carats. A polished bracelet 9 millimeters thick adapts perfectly to the shape of the wrist. Take your new Cartier watch and head to Miami for an overnight Cartier adventure. Join Carly Stewart, luxury concierge from Provident Jewelry, at the Cartier store in the Miami Design District. Sip champagne as Carly expertly walks you through Cartier's spectacular new collection. Stay overnight at the incredible Four Seasons Hotel Miami on Brickell Avenue. Enjoy dinner for two at L'Atelier de Joël Robuchon. L'Atelier Miami is the newest incarnation of the late Chef Joël Robuchon's groundbreaking concept. Don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime experience.
And the folks at Provident Jewelry are so generous, and they said that if the watch, the beautiful Cartier watch with the 42 diamonds, isn't maybe what you want, they will let you pick out something in their store at the same value.
Wow. What about Provident Jewelers? They're such great supporters, and they're so flexible. Unbelievable, amazing. I personally like that watch. And fortunately, so does my friend Robin Hamilton. She's in at $5,000 and now $6,000. Jane Fitzgerald's in at $6,000 and now $7,000. At $7,000. Cassidy Lundmark is in at $7,000. Now $8,000. At $7,000 and now $8,000. At $7,000 and now $8,000. $8,000 at $8,000. And remember, folks, you don't want to be a sniper bidder tonight. Just go right ahead and bid. We don't want you to miss out. All right, Cassidy, you're in at $7,000. Jane, Robin, your turn. Here we go. $7,000 and now $8,000. At $7,000 and now $8,000. $8,000. It's a beautiful watch and it's a beautiful trip. Here we go. At $7,000 and now $8,000. At $7,000 and now $8,000. Now, when they go to Miami, what are they going to experience?
Oh, I mean, look at that. Sip champagne as you're going to walk through Cartier's store. You get to go on the Four Seasons Hotel, and just a fantastic dinner at a place that's even really hard to get reservations at, and you're in.
Yeah, I mean, this is a total personalized thing. Cartier, if you love Cartier, you're going to love this trip. Here we go. Hey, Brendan is in at $8,000, but wait, John Walter is in at $9,000 and now $10,000. At $9,000 and now $10,000. At $9,000 and now $10,000. It's anybody's game. It's anybody's opportunity. $9,000, $10,000. At $10,000. At $10,000 over $10,000. You know, and if you spend $10,000, you'll always remember what you paid for it.
And you'll have the watch to remind you as well.
Absolutely. What a wonderful keepsake. Here we go. At $10,000, John, you're in at $9,000. At $9,000, be $10,000. At $9,000 and now $10,000. Go ahead and bid. Don't wait. $9,000 and now $10,000. Going once. Oh, there's a name we know. Julia's in at $10,000. Darlene Daggett is in at $11,000. And now $12,000. And now $12,000. Everybody wants this item. And now $12,000. But we only have yours. But we only have one. Here we go. At $12,000. $11,000 is bid on a 12. At 11 bid $12,000. At 11 bid 12. $12,000. Going once. Going twice. Third and final. Julia. Sold. Oh, wait a minute.
And if they happen again, we have like a half-second delay out here, and that's when it.
And that is okay. The computer never lies. Here we go. Bring that back up again. We're at 12,000 and now 13. At 12 and now 13,000. At 12 and now $13,000. Julia came back at 12,000. Thank you, Julia. And now 13,000. And now 13,000 over 13. At $13,000. We have 12 and now 13. At 12 and now 13,000. At $13,000. 13,000. Going once. Darlene. Going twice. Third and final. And it is sold for $12,000. Thank you, Julia. Von Domlin. Thank you, Julia.
This next package is for all the skiing lovers out there. We're talking about 6 days, 5 nights in Deer Valley, Utah for up to 10 people at the Montage.
6 days, 5 nights in Deer Valley, Utah for up to 10 at the Montage. Donated by Nancy White. Supported by Katrina Lundmark-Kash and Rick Kash. Enjoy a private residence in the Montage Hotel with beautiful views of the lush lands of Park City, Utah. Montage Deer Valley provides unrivaled ski-in, ski-out access to one of America's premier ski resorts. Feast in one of the 3 on-site restaurants with an array of dining options. Spend the evening at the arcade or bowling alley for some old-fashioned fun. The winner of this package will enjoy a $500 hotel voucher to use for dining, spa, or hotel services. Spend 6 days and 5 nights in the beautiful 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom luxury condo and enjoy all of the amenities of the property. Residence layout features include a full kitchen, large dining room, 1 primary king bedroom, and 1 secondary king bedroom. Additionally, there is 1 bunk bedroom with 2 sets of bunk beds, queen-sized bottom beds, and single top beds. This package also includes 250,000 miles on your choice of either United Airlines or American Airlines.
And this is skiing exclusive, skiers only.
That's what I love about Deer Valley. I love pulling up, the valets come out and take your skis. Everybody skis. I thought someone was stealing them the first time I was there. And then it is skiers only, which is so refreshing when you're a skier.
It's true.
So the snowboarders, they can go somewhere else. Ladies and gentlemen, Deer Valley, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. Let's get the bidding started at $10,000 and get it going. At $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000, at $10,000. Who will start us tonight at $10,000? At $10,000, at $10,000. Folks, 10 people. You're right there at Deer Valley. They're all there. Katrina Lundmark is in at 10,000. Thank you. And now 12,500. And now 12,500. Cassidy Lundmark. Oh, the Lundmarks are battling. Are in at 12,500. And now 15. And now 15,000 all to 15. At $15,000. At 15,000 we have 12,500 bid and now 15. At Katrina, it's your turn. At 15,000. At 15,000 all to 15. We're at 12,500 bid. We're looking for 15,000. At 12,500 and now 15,000. At 15,000 over 15. At $15,000. Did we mention it's for 10 people?
For 10 people. And you were saying, you know, people are starting to get out and traveling more. And when those floodgates open, your trip is going to be secured.
Absolutely. And aren't we all ready to get out there and travel again?
Go again.
I've got a little pin-up demand. I'm ready to go. Here we go. At 12,500 and now 15. At 12,500 and now 15. We go 15. At 15. Tell you what, Hannah, let's take it to oh, here we go. Our friend Julia is back. Thank you, Julia. At 15. And now 17,500. And now 17,500. At 17,500. At 17,500 with 17,500. At 17,500. We have 15,000 bid. We're looking for 17,500. At 17,500. At 17,500. At 17,500. At 17,500. $17,500. 10 people. Epic time. Memories will be made. At 15,000 and now 17,500. 17,500. 17,500. And it is sold for $15,000. Thank you, Julia. Von Domlin. Thank you so much.
Scott, we're getting wild now.
I love it.
Especially with this next package, Where the Wild Things Are, wine dinner at the home of Terry and Bob Edwards for 10 guests.
where the wild things are. Wine dinner at the home of Terry and Bob Edwards for 10 guests. Donated by Terry and Bob Edwards, Chef Jack Rabin, and sommelier Lucas Dempsey. Experience an evening on the wild side at the home of Terry and Bob Edwards. Known for their modern art collection and their hospitality, Terry and Bob Edwards look forward to hosting a private 5-course culinary adventure showcasing the bounty of Florida and the Caribbean. Acclaimed chef Jack Rabin of Naples Botanical Garden will expertly use organic and sustainable ingredients grown right in the garden, as well as locally sourced meats, fish, and produce to create garden-to-guest cuisine. Rabin began his career as a sous chef for Jean-Georges von Grichten and received culinary training at the Art Institutes of Minnesota and of Arizona. Wine pairings from the Edwards Private Cellar will be delivered by sommelier Lucas Dempsey, formerly of the 3-starred Michelin restaurant Les Bernardins. This will truly be a one-of-a-kind evening of incredible art, exquisite wine, and fine dining that you and your guests will never forget.
Well, the action has started, Scott.
Oh, I love it. Well, you know what? Terry and Bob Edwards are always huge supporters, as most of you are watching tonight, and they're no exception. They're such nice people, and you know if you're going to go to their home, they're going to take such great care of you. It's going to be such a happening, and I think we have some people that know that. Jane Fitzgerald started us out, thank you, and then Victor's at 6,000. Jane was back at 7,000. Van Williams, how are you, Mr. Williams, is in at 8,000. And now Victor is in at 9,000, and we're looking for 10. At 9 and out, 10,000. At 9 and out, $10,000 over 10,000. At $10,000, you're going to be drinking Bob's wine, Bob and Terry's wine, when you think about it. At 9 and out, 10,000. At 9 and out, 10,000 over 10,000. At $10,000, and they're such lovely hosts. Thank you for the generous donation. Here we go. 9,000 is bid. Looking for 10. At 9 and out, 10,000. 10 people, 10,000. That seems like a no-brainer to me. At 9 and out, 10. At 9 and out, 10,000 over 10,000. Jane, Victor, John Walter. There's a name we love to see. John Walter is in at 10, and now 11, and now $11,000. Victor is in at 11. Thank you, Victor. And now 12, and now 12,000. At 12,000 over 12,000. At $12,000. John, it is your turn. At 12,000, we have 11,000 bid. We're looking for 12. At 11 bid, 12,000. At 11 bid, 12,000 over 12,000. $12,000. Going once, going twice. Third and final. So, $11,000. Thank you, Victor. Are we pronouncing Gravalia? Victor, I am so sorry. Victor Gravalia, thank you so much.
Thank you, Victor. Our next package, Scott, is all about coastal New England, and it's going to showcase the best of the best.
Opel Collection, 7 days, 6 nights in New England for 4. Donated by Opel Collection. Begin your New England adventure on the island of Newcastle, located in New Hampshire. Enjoy one night at the historic Wentworth by the Sea. Since 1874, Wentworth by the Sea has stood as a beacon of elegance among the grand Portsmouth, New Hampshire hotels that once graced the coastline. Then travel to Rockport, Maine and enjoy 2 nights at Samoset Resort. Voted one of the top 25 resorts in the Northeast by Condé Nast Traveler in 2020. This incredible resort features stunning views and an oceanfront champion golf course. Enjoy 4 rounds of golf for 4 during your stay. Your last stop is Bay Harbor, Maine, where you will spend 3 nights at the Harborside Hotel and Marina. Bay Harbor offers a quaint downtown with boutique shopping and endless outdoor activities, including Acadia National Park. Guests will enjoy a whale-watching excursion and a lighthouse tour. New England is filled with rich history, cultural attractions, fascinating cities, scenic villages, outdoor adventures, and more. Get ready for the trip of a lifetime.
I heard whale watching, and you know they have good seafood out there.
Oh, lobster, lobster, lobster. And the views are just amazing, just amazing. New England, what a beautiful place to be, especially in the summer.
Yeah, secure your summer vacation now.
Absolutely. 7 days, 6 nights, It's unbelievable. Let's get the bidding started right now for $10,000. At $10,000, all about $10,000. At $10,000, all about $10,000. You know what? And it's drivable. I mean, if you're up north, that's a drivable thing. Here we go. At $10,000. At $10,000, all about $10,000. At $10,000. At $10,000, all about $10,000. Folks, this is absolutely an exquisite place. Hannah, can we make that let's give them a break. We're going to start at $5,000 and let it roll from there. All right? So that ought to set your sights a whole lot different. Ladies and gentlemen, who will start us off at the $5,000 level? At $5,000, here we go. Teresa Sullivan is in at $5,000. John Quinn is in at $6,000, and now $7,000, and now $7,000. At $7,000, over $7,000. At $7,000, folks, the places you're going to be staying are part of the Opel Collection. Amazing. Teresa Sullivan is back in at $7,000, and now $8,000. At $7,000, now $8,000. At $7,000, now $8,000. Here we go. John is back in at $8,000. We've got a bidding war going. Teresa, here you go. At $9,000. At $9,000, we have $8,000 bid. We're looking for $9,000. At $8,000 be $9,000. At $8,000 be $9,000. Over $9,000. At $9,000. You know, this has a value of over $20,000. Here we go. $8,000, $9,000, at $9,000, at $9,000, over you $9,000. You know, Bar Harbor is just like one of the most beautiful places I've ever visited.
And the views from where you're staying are the best.
And I mean, and the fishing. I mean, it's old school, and
all
old
the
salt.
history there, the lighthouses.
Oh, Maine, New Hampshire, what's not to love? Here we go. Teresa Sullivan is in at $9,000 and now $10,000. At $9,000 and now $10,000, over $10,000. John, it's your turn. At $10,000. At $10,000, over $10,000. We have $9,000 bid. We're looking for $10,000. Anyone, it's fair market. Anyone can bid. Anyone can play. Anyone can win. You just have to be at $10,000. At $10,000, all about $10,000. At $10,000, John, what are you thinking? At $10,000, I think I would. At $10,000, John is in at $10,000. Thank you so much. And now 11. At 10, now 11,000. At 10 bid, 11,000, all about 11,000. At $11,000, we have 10 bid, looking for 11. At 10 bid, 11. And this is a value at this price. And your money's all going to the Conservancy.
Teresa, get back in there.
Here we go, Teresa. We're rooting for you. At 10, now 11. At 10, now 11,000. At 10, now 11,000. I guarantee you'll remember the memories from this trip a lot more than the extra $1,000 you paid. Here we go. At 10 bid 11. At 10 bid 11,000. $11,000 going once. $11,000 going twice. Third and final. Sold. $10,000. Thank you, John Quinn. Congratulations.
Well, how about a trip to Georgia? But this is a trip like none other. You are going to stay a week at the Sea Island, and I'm going to say cottage for up to 14 people.
1 week at Sea Island Cottage for up to 14. Donated by Megan and Jamie Hood. Supported by John and Donna Hall. Bring the whole family for a week-long stay at Cottage 462. A newly renovated 7-bedroom home located just steps away from all that Sea Island has to offer. Enjoy private beach club access, including a 5-mile stretch of private beach, adult-only heated pool with private cabanas, heated family pool with waiting area and splash pad, game room, sports court, a playground, and more. Sea Island offers many fine dining options at the Cloisters, including the Georgian Room, Georgia's only Forbes 5-diamond restaurant. Enjoy a $2,500 credit towards activities, food, and beverage at Sea Island. Sea Island is also home to 3 world-renowned golf courses. Sea Island is the perfect place for a relaxing getaway with the family or an adventure with friends.
Looks like we have some interest in this one, Scott.
Yes. Well, and who wouldn't? I mean, my goodness, this place is fabulous. And isn't there some
$2,500 credit to use as well, so factor that into your bidding price.
Oh, absolutely. Well, here we go. Grant McKay is in at $5,000. Ronald Chesia is in at $7,500, and we're looking for $10,000. At $10,000, $10,000. Remember, it's 14 people, and it's just in Georgia on the coast. At 14, here we go. At $7,500 and now $10,000. At $10,000, $10,000. At $10,000. At $10,000. Come on, Grant. At $10,000. At $10,000. Oh, here we go. Grant is in at $10,000, but wait a minute. Our friend John Walter is in at $12,500, and now $15,000, and now $15,000 over 15 at $15,000. We have $12,500 bid, looking for 15. Remember, 14 people hosting a family gathering.
Private beach too.
Oh, it's all there.
It's all there.
In the cottage. 12,500 is bid and now 15. At 12,500 and now 15,000 with a 15,000 at $15,000. It's simply lovely. At 12,500 and now 15. At 12,500 and now 15,000 with a 15,000 at $15,000. Tell you what, let's make it 13,500. Can we do that? We're going to reduce it to $1,000 increments. John Walter, you're in. Oh, wait a minute. Sue Schultz was ahead of the gun at 15,000 and now 16. At 15 and now 16,000. At 15 and now 16,000 over 16,000. We have 15 bid. We're looking for 16,000. Oh my goodness. Your family will talk about this forever, right? Remember the time we went to the cottage?
The cottage.
Right. At Sea Island, private beach. John Walter is back in. Thank you, John. At 16,000 and now 17. At 16 and now 17,000. At $17,000. Come on, Sue. 17. Donna Hall out of the blue is in at 17,000. Thank you. And now 18. And now 18. You know, I think there's a lot of family vacation planning going on right here.
It looks like it. Or else one couple that wants a really big house to spend some time in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Here we go. 7, and especially, and if you got people up north, they can meet you in Georgia. You can drive up from here. It's great. Donna Hall, you're in at 17,000. Thank you. And now 18,000. And now 18,000 over 18 at $18,000. A lot of interest in this piece. Oh, Sue, you're back. I just knew you would be. Thank you. Sue is in at 18,000 and now 19. Donna Hall is back at 19,000 and now $20,000 and now 20,000. I only have one. At 20,000, at $20,000 over 20,000, we have 19 bid and now 20,000. At $20,000, we have 19,000 bid. We're looking for $20,000. Sue, John, what do you say? 19,000. Sue is back in at $20,000. I knew she wanted to go. John Walter is in at $21,000. Let's go for Donna is in at $22,000. And now 23. And now 23,000. We have 22,000 bid. We're looking for 23 at 22 and now 23,000 at $23,000. John, Sue, I know you want to go. Now's the time. And all the money's going to the Conservancy, and you're gonna have a family trip to make incredible memories.
And what else is nice is if you're with your family, you can separate from them and go to the adult-only section as well. So you have the option, go to the family pool, go to the adults-only pool. So it's a win for all.
Yeah. You know a little bit about
I
that.
have 4 kids, yeah. It's a win for all.
Here we go. 22, 23, at 22 and now 23,000. At 22 and now $23,000. 23,000. Ah, Sue is back in. Yes, Sue, thank you. At 23,000 and now 24. Donna is back. Oh, Donna is not to be deterred.
She is determined.
At 24,000, now 25. At 24 and now 25,000. At $25,000. At 25,000. John, Sue, at 25,000. At $25,000. At $25,000. Going once. Wait just a moment.
More breaking news tonight.
Yes, that we didn't know about
we
until a
just
few
found
seconds
out.
ago. Hannah, I need you to do, here's what we're going to do. We're going to say, sold to Donna. Whoa, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute.
Things are getting real interesting in here right now.
It is interesting. Here's what we're going to do. John Walter is in at 25. Let's go for 26 first. 25 and now 26, at 25 and now 26,000. Donna's in at 26,000 and now 27, and now $27,000 at 27,000, at $27,000, at 27,000. I got it, at 27,000, at 27,000, 27,000. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to say sold 26,000 to Donna Hall, but wait just a minute. We're going to put, we have a second trip. We're going to put it on the screen, and the first person to grab it at 26,000, you're going to get the second one.
Oh, we were
John?
told? We're told that John gets it. If he wants it.
There you go.
Okay.
So, sold. There, we sold it to Donna, we sold it to John.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
That was
Thank
fun.
all of our bidders.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Sue, everybody, fantastic. Thank
Great
you
job.
so much.
Okay, wow. Our next item is all about the experience. So this is an immersive art culinary experience for 10.
Immersive art gallery and culinary experience with artist Carmelo Blondino Dinner for 10. Donated by Method and Concept, Carmelo Blondino, Chef Sebastian Mazzotta, The Wine Store, Bruce Nichols, and Garden District, Rufino Hernandez. Experience a truly extraordinary 7-course wine dinner for 10 at Method and Concept Contemporary Art Gallery and Design Studio. Join your co-hosts, director Chad Jensen and artist Carmelo Blondino for a one-of-a-kind evening. Explore Carmelo's work, which is renowned for its immediacy and intensity. Savor a 7-course dinner expertly prepared by Chef Sebastian Mazzotta with exquisite wine pairings from Bruce Nichols of The Wine Store and stunning floral arrangements and decor by Rufino Hernandez of Garden District. The winner of this package will add a new piece of art to their collection. Select from one of 3 fine art giclée prints from Carmelo Blondino's Single Flower Series collection. Choose from A Love Song, The Apparition, and The Stillness Within, with a print size of 40 inches by 40 inches and framed 48 inches by 48 inches.
And the bidding has already begun.
Oh,
That makes it easy for us.
this is a great package.
This is a great package. What an experience.
And you know a little bit about art, Rachel.
A little bit, a little bit.
Her art is amazing. And speaking of amazing art, that's what this package is all about. Here we go. Jane Fitzgerald is in at 5,000 and now 7,500. At 5,000 and now 7,500 with 7,500. At $7,500. At 7,500. Thank you, Victor. Is in at 7,500 and now 10,000. And excuse me, and now $10,000 at $10,000 over 10,000 at $10,000. Jane is in at 10,000 and now 12,500 and now 12,500 at 12,500. Victor is back in at 12,500. Thank you. And now 15,000 and now 15,000 over 15 at $15,000. Here we go, Jane. At 15,000 at 15,000 over 15 at 15,000. You know it's going to be a happening. 10 people. I mean,
And did you see what everybody gets to take home? A giclée from the artist, and it's a large giclée print, and you're gonna get to take it home. You get to pick from 3 different art pieces. So you're gonna have this memento in your home or in your vacation home or your office of this fantastic evening that you have.
oh, and this place is so cool. It is so cool. You're going to want to be there. 12,500 with Victor, and now 15,000, and now 15,000 over 15 at $15,000 at 15,000. We'll 15,000, 15,000. Going once. What do you think, Jane? Going twice. Third and final. $15,000 is bid.
Gee,
Woo,
guys,
that was
good
close.
job. Oh,
Victor's back at 17,500. And now 20,000. And now $20,000. Here we go, Jane. You were almost there. At $20,000. At $20,000. 20,000. At $20,000. Victor is in at 17,500 and now 20,000. At $20,000. At 20,000. At $20,000. The memories. The memories.
And you're here. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just plan it right into your schedule.
Airfare not needed. Here we go. At $17,500 and now $20,000. At $17,500 and now $20,000 over $20,000. At $20,000. What do you think, Jane? At $20,000. At $20,000. We have $17,500 bid. We're looking for $20,000. At $20,000 going once. $20,000 going twice. Third and final. Jane? Sold. $17,500. Thank you, Victor. Thank you for all your generosity tonight. Jane, thank you for your great bidding.
We're changing the pace now. We're talking about pickleball. And you all know pickleball was founded here. So this next package, it's so much fun. Pickleball tournament for 10. So get that competitive edge in. You're going to be at the home of Mimi and Doug Traina.
Pickleball Tournament for 10 at the home of Mimi and Doug Traina. Donated by Mimi and Doug Traina. Get swept away in a day of good friends, good food, competition, and live music at the home of Mimi and Doug Traina. Their stunning home on the Gulf of Mexico features a new pickleball court with sweeping ocean views. You and your guests will be treated to a late morning of pickleball tournaments out on their court. Continue the fun off the court with an afternoon of live music with a catered paella lunch.
Play a little pickleball, listen to some music after, eat some paella.
Oh, mojitos. Yeah.
And it's local.
And airfare, not needed.
Not needed.
And did you see the beautiful beach? I mean, just fantastic. And what a beautiful pickleball court. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. All right, here we go. We're going to start low so that everybody can join in. If you haven't bid on an item tonight, I encourage you to bid on this one. Here we go. James Carriage is in at Carriage is in at $3,000 and now 4. At 3 and now $4,000 over $4,000 at $4,000. At $4,000, 10 people. It's going to be fun. And paella. Who doesn't love paella? Especially in a large group setting like this. Right. Oh, this is going to be so cool.
And live music.
Yeah. At $3,000 and now 4. At 3 and now $4,000 over $4,000 at $4,000. At $4,000 over $4,000 at $4,000 over. I thought this would just blast. Here we go. Teresa Sullivan is back in.
Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa. At $4,000 and now 5. At 4 and now $5,000 over $5,000 at $5,000. We have $4,000 with Teresa. Thank you. And now $5,000. And now $5,000 over $5,000 at $5,000. You know the trainers are going to pull out the stops. It's going to be right there, right on the beach. Oh, my goodness. And bragging rights from winning this tournament? Huge. Bragging rights for participating in this tournament. Huge. Here we go. $4,000, now 5. At 4 and now $5,000. Terry Edwards is in, if you old pickleball player, you. Hey, Terry. And now $5,000 and now 6. At 5 and now $6,000 over to $6,000. At $6,000. At $6,000 over to $6,000. At $6,000. At $6,000. We have 5 bid. We're looking for 6. At 5 and now $6,000. $6,000. Going once. Going twice. Teresa, James. Third and final. Ha ha! Go! Katrina Lundmark is in at $6,000. Thank you. And now 7. And now $7,000. At $7,000, the Edwards are out at the moment. So are the Sullivans.
I'm wondering, Scott, if people are worried because maybe they don't know how to play pickleball.
Oh.
Well, there's so many coaches out there, trainers out there that'll teach you, and we'll make sure we have you hooked up so that you'll know how to play in this
And it's so much, the learning curve is way lower than learning to play tennis.
Yeah, right, there's none.
And substantially below golf.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
It's like ping pong.
And with tennis
table
and
tennis.
racquetball, all mixed into one.
Oh, it's pickleball, it's the latest and greatest. And you're going to want to be there. Katrina's in at $6,000. Now 7. At 6 and now $7,000. At 6 and now $7,000. $7,000. Going once. Going twice. Third and final. So, $6,000. Right. Thank you, Katrina.
That is going to be a fun afternoon.
Well, yeah. So here's what we're going to do. We're going off script. We've been off script all night. What's different, right? But here's what we're going to do. We're going to open up the donations one more time because we heard that some folks may have had a little difficulty before. So please open up the donations. All right. Okay. Here we go. And everybody can give, oh my goodness, Tanya Gatt is in at 500. Patricia Fontana is in at 1,000. Thomas Oliveira is in at 500. William Andrew is in at 500. Anyone can give. Anyone can give right now. Any amount. Just click that any amount and push in the number that you like. Go ahead and insert that. Oh, Barbara Wilson. Wow. I know Barbara. Thank you, Barbara.
Wonderful.
Is in at $15,000. And Van Williams, my goodness, another friend and such a big supporter of the Conservancy. Van, thanks for all you do. And thank you for the $5,000 donation. Yes. And John, is it Cook? Okay.
Cook?
Cook?
Yeah.
John.
$1,000. Excellent.
And John gives $1,000. Thank you, John. And I apologize for your mispronunciation. Who else would join us tonight? Oh my goodness, J.J. McCurry comes in at $4,000. Folks, you can give it any amount that you wish at $4,000. Who else would you? Ashley Prebish is in at $500. Who is not?
Maybe Anonymous?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Anonymous is in for $1,000. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're at 609 right now. Who will help us get to 625? Anyone can donate any amount at all. We so appreciate all your generosity tonight. Who else will join us? Who else will join us? And the bidding of the donations, you can stay open. And of course, you can always write a check and drop it by the Conservancy, because they're going to take they have a proven track record of investing your money wisely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your generosity astounds me.
It does. It does. That was so much fun this entire evening. And because of your generosity and all your donations, we've done it. You've secured our mission, and we're moving forward.
Rachel, you are so right. You're absolutely right. The Conservancy supporters, each and every year, and I've been blessed to be a part of this event for some time, they always step up because they understand their investment will achieve huge dividends when you think about protecting the wildlife, the environment, and of course, our water. So let's send it back to the man who wears many hats, including President, CEO, and our host for the evening, Mr. Rob Moher.
Thank you, Scott. I just want to extend the most incredible thank you on behalf of the entire team at the Conservancy. That was so exciting. And I know we're doing virtual everything, but let's all get our hands in our laps and do a virtual drum roll right now. If you're in your watch party, everybody, let's hear that drumming and drum. We have just raised net, after all the expenses, $1.4 million. That is unbelievable. And we're still counting. And remember, all the packages that you purchased tonight, of course, go to support directly the mission of the Conservancy. I am absolutely overwhelmed with your generosity, your enthusiasm, and your belief in our team to conduct the mission of the Conservancy. A huge shout out to Katrina Lundmark-Kash for chairing this event. This is not the original plan she signed up for. She has been in it 110% with Rick by her side, and Carol Walter as our vice chair, with John also by her side, and the entire Magic Committee, supported by all of you and our patrons and our supporters and our very generous sponsors. Really nice to have a new supporter here tonight, and those are the folks that now own this Keewaydin Club. I want to send a very special thank you out to the Walsh family and the Opel Collection for opening up this beautiful property to benefit the Conservancy of Southwest Florida. We believe in our work. You believe in our work. Here's to Magic Under the Mangroves. Cheers to $1.4 million to the mission. Enjoy your evening, and thank you so much.